Hello everyone. Today we will learn how to post new Eventbrite events to LinkedIn. Now, if you host a lot of events, you might create it using Eventbrite. And every time you create a new event in Eventbrite, you want to promote it in your LinkedIn account as well. But then both of these applications do not have the direct connection between them. So you might have to do both the works of creating event in Eventbrite manually and then creating the post for it in LinkedIn also manually. But let me tell you, you can actually automate this process using Pabbly Connect. We will create an integration such that our trigger will be creating a new event in Eventbrite, and then our action will be creating a post for this event in your LinkedIn account. So let us learn how to do it.
So in this video, we will learn how to post new Eventbrite's events to LinkedIn. So Eventbrite is an application which brings people together. You can actually create events and spread the information about that event worldwide. And LinkedIn is where you establish a link with people in terms of jobs or any other connection. So now we will learn that how we are going to use Pabbly Connect to integrate both of these applications. As you can see, this is the landing page of Pabbly. On the right hand side, you can see I have two options, sign up for free and sign in. If you don't have an existing account, you have to click on sign up for free. But as I am having one, I will click on sign in. This will take me to the login page of Pabbly, where I will just click on sign in with Google and I will be directly logged in into Pabbly. And then I will be having the applications in front of me that Pabbly provides you. Today we are going to create an automation by integrating two applications, and therefore we are going to use Pabbly Connect. Just click on Access Now and then you will be taken to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As soon as you reach here, you have to look on the right top corner. There's a blue button written Create Workflow. You have to click on that button because we are going to create a brand new workflow from scratch, and then name the workflow. Because I'm going to use Eventbrite to LinkedIn. That's how the information is going to flow, and that's why I'm going to name this workflow Eventbrite to LinkedIn. Click on Create, and then your blank workflow will be created. Then you will be having these two boxes in front of you. One says trigger and the other says action. Now, what is a trigger and what is an action? Trigger is when this happens, which means that you are going to choose one application, and trigger is some kind of an event that is going to take place. If that event takes place in the particular application, so the action application will be doing that work that is assigned to this application. Our trigger application for today is Eventbrite. Choose the application and then choose the trigger event. That when is this workflow going to work? What is going to be the event when this workflow will actually start? And our event will be event published. Okay, if you create an event in Eventbrite and then you publish the event, then this workflow will start working. So before you connect, make sure that you have opened your Eventbrite account separately over here. Okay, so it will be easy for Pabbly Connect to connect with your Eventbrite account. Click on Add New Connection and connect with Eventbrite. And that's how it will just ask for some access. Click on Allow and you are connected. Now, as soon as you've connected, you can see the organization name. Because this is my account, so it shows my name over here as the organization. Now, before you click on Save and Send Test Request, make sure that you have to go to your Eventbrite account and create an event over here, because that is the information that Pabbly Connect is going to fetch. So when we click on Save and Send Test Request, it will start waiting for the response. And you go to Eventbrite, you can see here on the top, create an event is written. Click on that, and then Eventbrite will ask you certain details about the event that you're going to host. So let's just say our event was Music Festival. Okay, the organizer's name is going to be the person who is creating this event. What is the type of the event? So let's say it is a party or a social gathering type of an event. And the category is, if you want to add a subcategory, you can just elaborate what kind of music it is going to be. For example, I'm keeping folk. Okay. Now we'll add tags. Tags, why? Tags actually play important role because they're relevant to the type of subject. If you put tags that are related to your event, then it will be easy for this information to flow. Okay, so you don't need to put hashtags by yourselves. It will come automatically. Just say we write music, so it will start suggesting, select, then you can just select from all of the options given to you. Musician, then music venue, musical theater, you can add many and just click on add. So you've added 4 tags over here. Then it will ask you for location. So let's say it can be an online event. Keep it an online event for now. The date, it is going to be just a single event, which means it's going to be just one day event or a recurring event. So if I say it's a single event, let's say the event starts on 28th of February. Okay, and the start time is 7 p.m. The event is that ending on the same day because it's a single event, and the end time is 10 p.m. That has already been entered over here. Now, displaying the start and end time is necessary because that's how people will know that they are available or not. The time zone can be changed. If you want, you can change it to your convenience. I am making it the India time because that is what is clear to me. And the language is going to be English. Okay, English UK. Now I'll just click on save and continue. And then it will ask me further details like adding some image or some poster you might have made. So for now, I am not just adding any image over here, but if you want, you can just upload image over here. And if you have made or created that poster using Canva, then you can click on this. Come down and write a summary. The music event will be held to appreciate the culture of India. In description, you can mention that the tickets are available for a limited time period or something like that. So let's just write grab your tickets before, or just write the date. February 20th, full stop. So this is the detail that you have added, and then click on save and continue. And you have added the basic details of it. If you want to add a link, then you can just add a link of whichever medium you are going to use. Okay. Like I have a link of Google Meet that I'm going to add over here, and I will write the message as join using this link. So I've added most of the details. I will click on save and continue. And then it will take me to the last page of creating this event, that is publishing the event. Before that, you have to enter details of the ticket also. So you can just select create new tickets and add details about the tickets. For example, if it is paid or it's free, or you are conducting this event for some donation also, I'm keeping it free for now. So the available quantity or the available seats that you want, if I say 250 people as the maximum capacity, so I'll just keep it 250. It's just that if you register for it or if you ask for it earlier as possible, then it will be great. And just click on save. So this is the event that you have created. Click on next. And then now comes the important part, that is you have to publish the event. So you want to keep it public or private. Obviously, it has to be public only. Publish now, and then just click on publish here in the end, bottom right corner. The start date is 16th of February because today we are going to publish this, and the start time is 5 p.m. let's just say, and click on publish. Now your event has been published. See, congrats, you published your event. The details have been entered. This is the event URL and all other details are there. If you just open this one, then you can see all the details. The date of the event, the day, the time, everything is here. Okay, now you go back to Pabbly Connect and see the responses here. So this means that our trigger event went well. Okay, they just configured the IDs, the information, URL, and the action was that event was published. Now, but we need details about the event. For example, you have created this event and Eventbrite, and then you want this information to be transferred to your LinkedIn account as well, so that people should know about the event through LinkedIn. That is correct. But Pabbly Connect was not able to capture a lot of information from here. So what we are supposed to do is you have to change some of the details of this response. So first of all, we will use a feature by Pabbly that is called text formatter. Why text formatter? Because see, this is the correct URL that we know. But we only want a part of this URL to fetch information from Eventbrite. Okay, so you will use this information and then you will use text parser. Text parser does the work of choosing a part of the text that has been provided to it. First, you connect it. The connection will be established on its own because obviously text formatter is a feature by Pabbly only. So it does not need any credentials to connect with Pabbly Connect. It says connected. Now what is the text required? Here you have to do a little bit of mapping. Now what is mapping? Mapping is using the information of the prior step. Our earlier step was this, the trigger application. So you have to use the information that you received in this area to proceed in the next step. So the text that you are going to use is the API URL. Okay. Now text match what you want. So what we want is that we have this URL. That is correct. But this URL is actually having the website also and the ID of the event that we have created. The ID of the event is this number from 5 to 7. We need to extract this information, this number, this ID number from this website. So you have to use this text match after. So just copy this part. You can just scroll down and make it bigger. Copy the part that you want like this. Copy it from here. Paste it here. That your information has to be captured after this slash. Okay. And then it has to end before the last slash that you can just enter manually. Okay, fine. Now just click on save and send test request and see this is received. We have received the ID that we wanted about the event that is created. Just remember to save all the steps one by one because this is going to be very important later on. Okay, you are going to use all these information that you have retrieved in the steps till now. Now that you have received the ID, you have to extract information using this ID. So now you're again going to choose the application as Eventbrite because the information has to be retrieved from Eventbrite only. Now the event will change and the event is going to be get event. Okay, how are we going to get event? You are going to get the event using this ID that you have retrieved using text formatter by Pabbly. Now you've done this much, connect, and then you have to use the select existing connection. Why? Because you've already connected with Eventbrite. No new connection is required. So just select that, click on save, and now you have to enter the event ID. Now remember what we did was mapping. Mapping was to create a pathway by using the information from the prior step. Okay. So if you click on this, it will ask you to insert data from the previous step. You can just choose from the two drop-down menus given to you. So Eventbrite was the event published, but we don't have any useful information over here. We needed this ID and this ID was extracted using text formatter. So you have to use text formatter and this result you're going to use. Okay, now click on save and send test request and then Pabbly Connect will retrieve all the information about the event that you have created using the ID of the event. See, Music Festival was the title, this was the description, this is the URL of the event, the starting time zone. We selected India time zone, so it's Asia Kolkata. Then the start date, end date, about the tickets, about the limits, everything. Okay, the summary is also here. We wrote this summary as well. and all the details that we actually needed. So just save this part because that is what we are going to map and send to LinkedIn. Till now, our trigger application, text formatter, and getting an event was done. Now comes the last step, that is adding the action application. Our action application is LinkedIn because that is the destination of this whole information we have been extracting till now. So LinkedIn is the application. The event is going to be share an article or URL. Just pay attention to this URL part. Why? Because suppose you updated your LinkedIn ID with the information that so and so event is going to take place. But how are people going to know more about the event? You can't just post every single piece of information on your LinkedIn post. So you will add an URL through which they can just reach to the exact place where they'll get all the information about it. Okay, so URL is going to be mapped from the previous step. So you have to select the event as share an article or URL. Okay, now connect your LinkedIn account. For that, you have to choose add new connection because we haven't added a LinkedIn account to our Pabbly Connect. Click on connect with LinkedIn. And then you have to enter the password. And then your account will be connected to Pabbly Connect. See, the content has to be mapped. Okay, now this is a required field. So you have to insert data from the previous step. You have 3 previous steps. Nothing has to be used from this part. Okay, just use this Eventbrite get event, the third step. Scroll down and see the whole information is here. Click to music festival. You've entered music festival. Now remember that if you want to put enter, if you want to start a new line, put a slash, the opposite slash, n, and then enter the next information. Again, go to the third step only, the description of the text. Okay, and then again slash and n. Now, if you want to add any other information like the start date, so you can just select that the start date and the time is this. No need to enter the end date because that is not required. Then this is the main information that you've entered. If you want to post about any event going to take place, you enter the name, the description of the event and the start date of the event. Then comes the URL because if that person is interested in the event, he or she will be accessing the URL of that particular website. So just map the website from here itself. What was our website? The tickets website. So you can just select this URL which will help the people know more about the tickets music fest. Now the visibility has to be public so that more and more people come and attend the festival, and just click on save and send test request and wait for the response of the action application. It shows no error, but it shows an ID, and this ID is of the LinkedIn post. Do one thing, first save this workflow and then go back to your LinkedIn account, go back to notifications and see your post was shared successfully from Eventbrite, that is music festival. You can view your post and see this is the event. Music festival was the topic, the title, and the description, and the start date and the time also is here. And if you click on the link, it will further take you to these details that you have provided, and here you can just click on reserve a spot and that person can get a seat. So basically our post has been created in LinkedIn using Pabbly Connect. Our workflow worked successfully. Let's just do a quick recap of the whole workflow, that what did we learn today. It was an interesting workflow including 4 steps over here. Our trigger application was Eventbrite, where we created an event and then published it. When you published the event, a response was received by Pabbly Connect, and from the response we had to retrieve this ID of the event. So we used text formatter to separate the text. We just extracted ID of that event and then used the ID in our third step to get details about the event. And we received all the information that we entered while creating the event through this way. Further, we had to send this information to our LinkedIn account so as to share a post by sharing an article and a URL also. So we added the action application as LinkedIn. Our action event was to share the article and URL, connected the account, and filled in the content, that was the title, the description, and the start date and time. In a separate field, we entered the URL about the festival tickets. The visibility was public. Clicked on save and send test request. This ID came without any error, which means our work was done successfully. We saved the workflow, went back to LinkedIn to check if the post has been created or not. So, this was the video all about. I hope this helped. Thank you.
Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.